Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. We've got two teams here looking to find a way to win. It's the Vikings coming in at 5-4, going up against the Cardinals, who come in at 7-2. So, for the call of this Week 11 matchup, let's hand it over to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage takes us to one of the newest jewels on the NFL landscape, US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Minnesota Vikings.
Let's go! Force! Tagger!
And the wideout in motion.
Two jet!
First down, Bridgewater. It's caught left side by John Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. He's going to wind up and air it out. That one was intended for John Brown. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we should have a fun one on our hands. It's the Vikings coming in at 5-4, going up against the Cardinals, who come in at 7-2. So, for the call of this Week 11 matchup, let's hand it over to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, it's the newest facility in the NFL, and it is a beauty as we come to you from U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Minnesota Vikings. They come out here in the eye. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And this offense on your screen, one of the guys who knows how to win football games, Larry Fitzgerald.
Plenty of athleticism, but plays the game with incredible intelligence.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down.
Here we go. Blue 58.
They go to Johnson again. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. And a look at the Vikings defensive unit.
Anthony Barr almost defies description at times. He's built like a defensive end, but he plays outside linebacker and does it quite well.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Team, get ready. Wide 18. Wide 18. 7-19. 7-19.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. From the gun on third down, it's Palmer. And he fires one, but incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target. And it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, here's Pat McAfee to kick it away. Marcus Sherrill's back deep for Minnesota.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
Here's Sherrill's. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. And tough starting field position here.
Get ready.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Bridgewater on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. There's a reason that quarterbacks hate to see Patrick Peterson on the other end, isn't there?
That's because they feel like they should be throwing the football or handing it to him. He looks like an offensive player, but he plays the corner as well as anyone in the league.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Let's go. Blue 95. Blue 95. Zebra. Mirror. Blue 95. Blue.
On third down, Johnson. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
So let me make sure I have this right. He's already found the end zone once, and now he's ripped off a big chunk of yardage here on this one. His confidence is awfully high. So now I've got to put myself in the shoes of the defensive coordinator. Do I go ahead and sell out to try and stop him and force him to do something different? Or do I risk him having a big monster day against my defense?
Floyd, the man in motion left. Here we go, the first carry for the former Viking Peterson. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. But good luck there as a ball carrier. You get handed that football, look up, oh, there's a big D tackle ready to swallow you whole for a loss.
Yeah, you kind of count on your guys to give you at least a little bit of time, a little bit of space to try and maneuver, but not on that one. And when you have a defensive tackle who is that strong, that agile, he's a lot to deal with. Sometimes you have to double him, and sometimes you're not able to block him no matter who's trying.
On second down, Peterson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Third down and 5. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Now Palmer to throw. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, there's the first time in this game that Carson Palmer finds Larry Fitzgerald. Likely won't be the last, but how about the way these two have helped each other's careers?
Yeah, they really have. It's hard to believe with Fitzgerald, but really both of these guys, how long they've been in the league now. But Fitzgerald, his 3rd overall pick back in 04.
Yeah, how about that? Remember, Carson Palmer, a former Heisman Trophy.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Sharif Floyd able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. So the sack on first down there by the defense, and now it's second down.
Let's go, let's go. Deep.
And Palmer gives to Johnson. And he'll cut it to the left sideline. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. He told us he was going to hit the end zone a couple times in this game. I just don't know that he envisioned doing it in the first quarter.
He probably did. I'm not sure we did,
yeah.
right? Because all the great ones, that's what they do. They dream about it, right? They think about it. They envision it. They think it's going to happen and almost will themselves into it. I just look at what he's done so far and just wonder what's left to come. Let's sit back and enjoy this one.
Cat and Zero out now as he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out comes Minnesota. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Let's go. Blue 58. Tiger.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Let's go. Wide 80. Tiger.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. A first down throw for Bridgewater. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Tiger. Get ready. Tiger.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And some room to maneuver. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Get ready.
And the back goes into motion. A second down throw for Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right.
And
now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now they face a 3rd down after the fumble on 2nd down.
Tiger. Two jet. Let's go. White Navy.
And he motions the wide receiver. 3rd and long for Bridgewater. The throw left side complete to Treadwell. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down.
Get ready. Blue 58. Blue 58. Force. Get ready. Force. Tiger. Get ready. White Navy. Two jet. Force.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th. A dump down to McKinnon. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on fourth.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's fourth down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Here's Bridgewater. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The intended receiver was Laquan Treadwell. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd, and now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Halfback sent in motion. Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Here we go. Blue Nation. Sally 19. Sally 19. Regular. Zebra.
They go play action here on 1st down. This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive. Let's get...